Another episode of Vice Expats. I know that in the previous episodes I've been focusing more on immigration laws and taxation laws in Hungary, as there has been major changes nowadays. But I want to focus from now on more content regarding introverts who wants to start their entrepreneurship journey. And today's topic is going to be about boundaries. So we as expats, and especially people who come from Latin America, it's really hard to say no because we don't want to cause problems. We don't want to make feel the other party that's rejected. We don't want to cause problems, and especially we are depending on a income or a work permit or any type of other permit until we get the permanent residence permit. We have to endure a lot of hardships within our immigration journey. So right now I want you to have like a little bit of storytelling session so you can learn from my previous mistakes, and maybe you can get some gossip of what is going on in my life, and maybe you can learn from my experience, and therefore you can have a more, like, let's say, comfortable situation in your immigration journey or entrepreneurship journey. So if you ever experience a work colleague that is trying to sabotage your job and is trying to minimize you just because you're a foreigner or a woman in my case, or if you are dealing with a very difficult clients who are trying to ask for less money for your job, or who are trying to earn more tasks than the ones that you agree, this episode is special for you. And if you are introvert, it's very difficult to actually make boundaries because we think a lot before speaking. I hope this will be helpful and will guide you through your entrepreneurship or immigration journey. As many of you, I have a personal brand called Wise Expats, where I work as a self-employed together with other experts in Hungarian market, and I act mainly as a business consultant, and I support mainly for the business plans for entrepreneurship visas. But besides that, to cover, there are some months where I have, let's say, less clients, and to cover this gap, I have another side hustle, which is being a contractor for sales and marketing for a foreign company. So those who knows me, you know very well that I travel a lot due to my second job. So in those trips, usually the client approach to me because of I am from Latin America and I speak Spanish, so they feel more comfortable to deal with someone from the region. And I have a colleague who is engineer, and he is from a region, I'm not gonna say where, that women there are considered like less value. During the trip, because the clients were approaching me more, and he felt that his ego was going down because he likes to be the center of attention, and somehow, because I'm a woman and not an engineer, he feels that he's more than me. And I was receiving a lot of passive aggressive comments from him saying that he will learn Spanish to take out the clients and my accounts from that region, and that he promised me to do that. And actually, I didn't want to place any boundaries on him because I was just wanted to focus on my job and delivering results, and I don't like too much confrontation. And for this reason, I just wanted to let it go. But actually, things got worse because on January he auto-named himself marketing director the clients will see that he's superior than me, and I had enough. So I went to the human resources department, and they told me that as I am in the same level of him, I can directly talk with him one to one. I did that, but things started to get worse. He started to mute me on meetings. Every time I came with a new design for our catalogs, for our business cards, he started to get involved in the last printing decisions and change all the designs and push us to accept what he suggested. So I received other passive aggressive, let's say, communications during meetings. He was saying that I was representing him in the region, that I was just a communicator and I was not a salesperson. And of course, this was making me more and more angry. And now I will just give you some tips of how to handle this kind of situation if you ever face with this kind of person. So I decided to set clear boundaries, as I don't have anymore the support of the HR personnel. I started to say this is not my task, because he was also delegating me some documentation tasks which are related to his files, to his projects, and not to mine. I decided to confront him, and also I started to confront him on the meeting, saying that I have been minimized or discriminated, even in front of the clients. I would say this just to put a boundary. It's impossible for me to have a adult conversation. And I also started to do, like, to put watermarks that he could not delete on the documents or the projects or whatever arts that I was designing, so he was not able to take them out and take credit from it. I'm not representing him, I'm representing this brand and things like that. So he start less and less attacking me, and he knows that from now on he's not able to make me feel less. So I didn't get defensive. I just put words of what is happening at the moment, or saying maybe someone is muting me, please unmute me, things like that in front of the client, so that they can see their true face, or that he's been exposed. Now let's talk about boundaries with partners. So I also experience in my business some kind of shady partners, business partners who stole, for example, my contacts. And now, before working with someone, I usually sign a contract or conditions that state what is that I must be included in the entire process with the client, and that my commission should be paid at this time, and any other terms and conditions that might help to minimize any risk in the future. Because normally verbal agreement is not respected, so you need to make everything written and signed and agreed. Now let's talk about boundaries with clients. So before, I used to accept any money, any scope, or even any task with a very little delivery time. But now I'm putting more boundaries. I say I can deliver minimum on this time and depends on my ability. I'm clearly stating in my offer what is going to be my scope of services, what is my fee. Also stated that if there is an urgent situation, then I will ask for a bigger fee, as I will need to work more hours to deliver on time. You know what? Now that I set clear boundaries, my clients actually started to respect me more. Now I attract better clients that are more aligned with my way of working as well. And usually the end deliverable is according to what they contracted. So I know that many immigrants, it's very hard to say no, and we usually stay very grateful for receiving a let's say, working permit and having a job in a foreign country. but you need to also stand out for yourself. You need to choose yourself first. And if you are related with this, leave me a comment or share your experience on the comments. And if you want to know more about introverts who wants to start their business journey abroad, you can reach out to me. I have also other tools that will help you to deal with your introvert nature. I have my journal, which you can find on Amazon, and also my book, Exploring the Freelancing World as an Introvert, which you can also find on Amazon. I will launch soon course for introverts on Udemy, and I'm gonna leave on the comments my courses list as well, and where you can learn Spanish, especially for Andean community market in Latin America, and also my business, how to set up a business in Hungary course. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye.